Obi etimi beka kire me say me support ideas now were fantastic for Ghana but me nti me bie ma no kasa me support na o chena adia ye be o de o bie wa no e ka se support me dia eno de enye ne e bo wa bomu mo so mama chi semo ehia mo ina na mo ka tire mo mo mani ko ba bia mo so mama chi mo semo ehia ya nye sa Ghana ha o mo fa ye no mu na wo ni pa bi edi akire o mo ko aye yonti ende hwe agoro hosamo a asi Ghana ha sa emrantie ni mabawa ankobo koro no na mum o mo ko paduma no ma hwe o mo ko ade na kire mo ade na kire mo aho kire a e wo Ghana e ma ene e mabawa emrantie awie school no mo nya dwuma nye na adwuma ba to pe so genti enipa tunie ni ehwere wo mo kwa ade ye wia kasa ba chichiri yensa enipa na mo ni ma wo no amamwo no mo ni mbu na mo fi se brofo nko a na edi bu man wana ka kira wo efie yansa enso ka ho samu ni fie yansa enka party fo no enselete mo se mo nko gina party ya nemu enka nsam kire wo mo eni afa no mo meto abamaye ennam so wo mo bidi bi se mo nyimu yansa nti enunti ena ya fam se mo nye delegate we nyina no ye wia na wo pe bibi dia e ka kire wo
no enyefe enne ne adi we afa ha echina ne adi we gina ha NDC for yesa if so mukura tumi ye man so omo ye adwuma obu a waye adwuma na afe ne apam na bafie 6 months ne ye de na bafie omo ye we nyina if so omukura tumi nti awia me ba ya me de adesede enenam party no ahoɔden a akɔfom no ehia tumi na agina ne nan so me ba ya me maame no minuanom me papa no ba sa yemfa yentoma mo yentoma no ne yenni ye party no ensio 2028 yehia se yeji tumi no esa ama osun kokoku party no January 31st yekoto aba eyi flag bearer ekoyi penny a obedi yanim 2028 no yem papa dum num a omoyi omanim no omunyina omuye good omunyina omu qualify yentimi mfa omunum ni nyina anho na eyesi yeyi baako enti na awie me se me be kanfo honorable Ken Agyapong e di amawo ukọ ballot no so a order number 1 ne hwehwe nyeden and say honorable Ken o join a party no 1992 honorable oya ade a odena koma na hoɔden ni bi sika bibia odi hyem saa no tie cause time bia ya no pesa de ko ne yeye eno yo bi a odwene enipa bia so ho ne yam ye okosra obi wo hospital na obefri ho wato mpa atua hospital bill wo ward ho nyina sebe ayarefo no onimo mo enso nipa ehuhia no se okọ cancer ward na machine na say na otofufra sebe cancer patients no onimo mo but enipa no onim se ehu behia Se o tua school fees aya omo friend wo phone so. Enkwala no onhu omo da enso obetua efise nipa ehu hia no. Saa no te. Wote se okun e wo radio so a ya na enye ne ntokwa ya na okun e ma party ma. Saa ene wote. Onu abodi emienu ma no obefri krom beba na odi nipa mienu di nachi. Onu ombedi bodi emienu no. Saa no te. Oye obi a da bia wo se wo ho towa e no no so ne ho ato no. Ene say o sorry no onum wo ho nto. Na ukọbọ ni punu mu se omoawa. Na onum na yesa ono so sorry na ohwe nti ono so ne ho anto no. Nti wo ho towa. Nipa baako ne nsa entimi nso ye nyina yeso. Ewie ma de sede en se me ba se ye ni enoboa. Mesre munno bi muame na me so minno bi emoamo. Se ye ma e ma yeso ye ne ye party no fapemu. Found ye ne ye campaign ye ntoma esefom ne ato store mu ne ye gya ye ma ho. Ehia emoa e de apia yadwuma ya na ho ayeden. Uhia loan kakra e de apia wadwuma e ho ayeden. Uye kuya na uhia kuya e ho enema fertilizer ne enema de abo a e ho ayeden. Basemini ubedi enoboa na ye nyina ye ni beso a agisi yekura tumi. Nti awie me baaya ma de sede nse mum ye ni noboa. Munno bi muame na me so minno bi muam. January 31st abana ye kwoto no eye nda ache ho aba ene ye kwoto no. Ye man start school President Akufo no mo aduane di e wo school. President Akufo-addo bae enkwara na do secondary school eno so free. Enkwara na wie school. Honorable Ken say ye nto aba ne ma no na omama adwuma enye. 2 weeks ago, na me wo region bi. Obi si ne ba tena fie 7 years ni onye adwuma. 5 years, bi 3 years. Eyesa akoda na kra osori a nani nye. Honorable Ken, tumi bi enkura na enuma no wa biebie afa nkoda ni bi a omoye. Me de da bia me ka sese ofa nipa baako kra wati efie baako e house. Ena sa akoda no so wa adwuma ya enye kra enti se pede. Yetua ne ka na wanfa amra okra ono ankasa woni so obetimi ahwe ne ho. Na wo so wo ye obaatan na wakoma ato yem. Wo bankran ya ye ma no omo de da abonten ekwan ho store anim eye nanka baabi a ofiri enka adwuma wo ho a enka nye ne se waba enkran abeda abonten. Message January 31st abana ye kwoto no eye menu mienu ye daache ene ye mma daache ho aba ene ye kwoto no ye kwo ne ye kwoto aba na ya ye nkai ye dwuma na agina faako a ye pese kwo nanim no ho ne ye nto aba no ye kwoto aba na ya ye nkai ye mma na ye gya wo mo fie dadaada omo wie school mu nya adwuma nye no ye nkai omo ne ye nto number 1 ema Honorable Ken.
Good afternoon. Raise to the power number 1. Good afternoon, coming to you from the studios of Net2 Television. Ebra sonse yede sinipe dwumedie no yede eba efi sabre kosisa no 9 ebebo ana mene o edi ahyemu ensempa ana yede eba the good message from the camp of Kennedy Ohene Agyapong and Yegusua ye bon dewuro ebraso ye de ba na enne enyasem keto akra unim se eduru baabi a na niema esisan sanse mpanisi se ukonwurem na wafefo epa homa wonso pabi esanse wanhwe ano omo pade aba be kyekyerɛw eti enne no eniema asesante yanso asesa eti kwan adwumadie no befa so aba no ene se enne editorial eni ho ye hyase straight na enne mene akesefo mienu ene ye de ahyemu na afi ye ne eba bedi enkomo enne mene eye lawyer Kobi Amwa wono atena se unim se ono no oye law lecturer and afi wasanso dintintimban ewo Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ne campaign mo ono atena se afi eye coach Christopher Nimley enso atena se unim se coach nso no ono no wode ne fa benkum a ogina ho wode ne fa nimfa a ogina ho wa bin brutal na ono campaign na ekoso no ena chese unim se ono no se yeka science a ono no wa bene enti ochichem enti ene woba amye di nkomo ofidwem ha enkomo be ne edi amanfo nsem omo kan se Kennedy Ohene Agyapong waka asem obi nsida yese waka asem a waka no dabreso echen na no ode mpapemu entity mu eno ode ba New Patriotic Party amanyokonum eno ne nkomo a ekoso eye no kre sa nete anase etesen abedwafo mienu itinase ewo sinipan dwumadie so a ena afi yebedi nkomo yese sini awieye ana ebehunu baabi a chale ebeda eti yebedi nkomo ni nyina awie no ana ebehunu se enkomo ankofo ahyase de ba no is it because omunni message etu omo hwehwe bibi no omo agina so anase etesen what exactly ena ekoso eno ne nkomo aye ba bedi ofidwem ha wo a wo hwe yen wo kame ho ana ye di dwumadie no ye de eba enti unminim se wo kan ho onoman 107.1 FM so nkra pompune mantemo kasoa winiba aguna so aduro ye namu nkakra afa obehun se mankesim nie aguna so aduro ya twa ho mankesim nie ye nimra ye ho so no ne ye wo asinfosu ehon so no nap radio ewo mfimfini mantemu ekutem an woto pete ene namu nkakra na afa ya tiasim ahafo ene wo hoi ye firi ho pepepe na afa Ashanti region ehon so ash 101.1 enso so asom ya wono so etopete Asante mantemo ene namu asa ya obia etie sanso so ena net2 TV GH on Facebook and afa YouTube eho nyina no you can join us na yedi nkomo eho na enam se wo ka me ho na me ka ho na yedi dwumadie no benti no make sure so betime the messages and afa wo comment ahodo concerning nkomo a yebedi wa ha no mane mra na afa yebegibre na yakan ni nyina sabato we afi enso so eofia ha as usual obegibre na afa wakan messages no ene comment ni nyina na yato aso ama bibia ye kama ebia na opese o join yen WhatsApp and so you can also join us via the WhatsApp number 0240-550899 0240-550899 Obawa na fe odo messages no wa manaba ye bedi nkomo ama bibia ayekama tabia takum eye memedro ya nyame ye wadom na fe won second bia no kra ne se bema o tafre a ebedu anwumre no na wugina brane adwuma wo bebo no edoso chen wo chen wuwi eno no ba bia eto aduro bia kwa wo se me petabia takum na afi wapebi edi kofie na ekoba ne se bia oso pedodo atu no aton masika ba ho a maye ni nkomo e wo 0243 686861 0243686861 na afi ye ni nkomo e wo ho ma me na me ho na me mpiki bibi out of the lion's mentality na fe yentwa so emfanko yenim ye firi ho ba pepepe mene coach Christopher Nimley and afe eye Kobi Amwa Esquire and ye tenase na ye di nkomo e ofidwem ha ye fra me Anthony Kofi Nkum Dazi. I am your host Sinupei ye kano senia etie
lion has freedom because the lion demands freedom. The lion has freedom because he fights for freedom. His very nature says he will die for that freedom. Perhaps there's no more valuable asset on this earth than freedom. Something you can only understand if you've experienced a lack of it. In your own life, you must fight for freedom. Your own and that of others. The freedom to speak your mind. The freedom to be who you want to be. The freedom to live on your terms. Freedom means fairness for all. The freedom to be who you must be while allowing others to be who they're going to be. There is no greater value. Fight for your freedom.
Revive them and add more companies to it. If he said, "Yeah, I need the sound." Now you didn't baby a cheat. No one is serving and Muna, someone got to my way. Yeah, we are Muna, someone will be here. Someone will be here. It's your nurse who was out there with Muna Chiana. And now, yes, I could be a Muna Eti. Bang, was in pain. Mamuka Assembly of Musucho. Presidential candidate, Obedi Party Nengo, or no, and now, someone popular, or carry along parliamentary candidates. Someone young presidential candidate, Ghana for pair, you will lose a lot of parliamentary candidates. And Mummy and Shawoye said, "Get the candidate Iba near 137. So unpopular in this country, we lost 50 seats. But not an opposition leader, then it is not the NPP people that will elect a president. Beyond the NPP people, Ghanaians are going to elect whoever we elected for them. Is that not it? Novinho, Medekukunami. When I put my ears on the ground, from the taxi station to the market, to the churches, to the malls, to everywhere in Ghana, the people are saying only one thing. They say, if you bring Kennedy, we will make NPP the next government. They say, if you bring Kennedy, we will vote for you. So I am begging you, Marakuku Denami, let's give NPP a president. Let us not give NPP an opposition leader. No. We don't need an opposition leader. What do we need? President. What do we need? President.
All right, welcome back. Ebraso say yetena se na afi ye di enkomo e ofidue mu ha. Medikan aka kire say enne no mene mmema kukudrofo mienu ana mene omadi ahiemu ewo sinipa dwumadi so ye ba bedi nkomo asem ne fie nanso ebinum ayo omadwen so omkopa asem de aba na enam sa asem ne fie ntin so no ye mo bi amfa asem bi amafie wo message a preach your message se unni bia pe ba bi kotena esan se enya agudie ye ne abre nti eno ana ye ba behwe na afi ye di wo enkomo amanfo nsem omo kan se yewura Kennedy on Agyapong edi na ni kiremu ewo epoe mantemo na okoye no koka asem bi ekire party ma se unim moma ye nyina no yenka ye humbom ne yenya sie koduru no ho a na yakoye ye niam bi askamishes bi aye baha ni apepa ya no se bibia nkoso ene saa ne ama no enye eti mom yenja na ye nyina yenka ye humbom ena amanfo bi ate asim de ne number bi na yebere new updates enso so aba ni nyina no eye nkomo a amanfo ahyase epushi ko yebere na afa ni nyina no yede ho enkomo ama bibia ayeka ama na eye campaign message na honorable Ken baby okogina ye ni nkomo a odi ye ema sa nkomo we aba no sa nkomo no yebekọ akọhwe ne yetie bi ansa na yebedi ye nkomo nanso so mama bedwafo akọ aba na afei yemfata enkata yede kata ekata wia na afei no yahye adwuma ase ne yakue nim enso so ewo ho mese Christopher Nimley eye senior coach na ono nso so obi anokra ne se yebeka se oye scholar wa ben ankasa o sha man yosem asenya asem ketwanya ne enti wa bene o kan tete MPP se yenkorehwe MPP abakwasem ne ade a ba bi obetimi de wafa no wan hwa okra dwen ho a wonte ase se Ghana politics ankasa de wa bene ewo mu ankasa coach atena ase osan ye chichire ni chese wa ben ankasa coach bibia boko de
nyame adawro ma
se wo de ayi ye beka se teten ana imbeshi yo
imbeshi
eti obefa wota no so ho babia wo na muwa nanso so eden a tabekata
gami o chele ato
eti wa wie no de bema ko lawyer se oba ha che on
meta no ka da na me bisa ndema Mr. Moda se na we no express na nkasa
on se eta no se wo hwe abo se we gina ha na we gina ha ana ya ka bom eti se me de kan se ya na chese ye hia eno no ne ye bu adwuma eno ano no eti mene coach Christopher Nimley ena afei Kobi Amwa Esquire ena ya tena se ya ye ba bedi nkomo na dedi kan no ma yenko epoe mantemu honorable Kennedy on Agyapong okoho enkomo a oni wo mu ediye na afei yemmra ha ne yemhwe ba bia amanfo peso omotwe na no ekokosi ma yehwe ne yemmra
adi enodi mumi ehwe nioma yi ye mistakes it is enipa bitimi kabom se omudi omunwe ba eduru yeso dia yene dia papa emu yebe yem ko ache si ansesan ya dwen na de bia yene papa emu a yebe yem ko ache yensu yen kabom a ye dos chere wo hwi na me no mo ka na me zobia kan ko ache se udru baby a obetimi ka kire wo se me enkam supporto be mo mi yi manim a ye be ka se ba bitire ni nua na wo de ebu akwa ni de bitire wo nua ebu akwa ni wo de bitire wo nua ni abi ye kwaku ya enye wo de emfa nye kwesi ya mo na wa se ni pabido no mbom no ye tena ho ma ketuwa no mbom e discriminate against us. Wake up. You have to wake up and defend what Kasa Otum Fonso kind or say Moasan to some why? You go to the north and all MPs gang up. Who bear one also support one candidate. attacks on you. Lord, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Yensro biao, a Korea and your pet. But won't you go chrome and combat tribal, Obahadia, and Yenako? Tribal politics are possible. Mohoya Mwawa. As a Modia Moon. Modia Moon. This year, but Danko. Say, Suba, we answer this year, or by Danko. Men are catching up on it. Miss Lo. Yaya Dino. Yamon visa Canada, Agyapong, and members of the court and boil. A Korean tea. What do we call we grown for your campaign? Who feel not a him for a present? So what do you mean we are way out bar? The Korean, you will do perfect. Masasi, you have a year for himself. Monkwana, what do you want to Masasi check? And then the general akufo-addo and the country. Modia, what the Masasi check. Obi dear, Oka, o support to Agyapong, too free, or bar, no, a baby panano. No more so my team.
All right, enti Yera Kennedy ohene Agyapong ena okasa ye no na say asem no eyetwi wa kirekirem wa bone tofa ana ode ato ho na mame nhya asem famfiri lawyer nchen isan say ono no ye mranim ni ebia na asem ono aboken kan ye no enchiremu foforo bi e wo a meme ante ase de a ono ebe hya ase na afi yahunu ba bia ifri lawyer say enkomoi wate senia ekoso yi eyo no krese senia nam abonten so se ono abode mpapemu anode ba no sa netie
msa nkumeda wase se nkomoi ono abodi yi de o kan twi na record en kan hian cheche mu twi ni bia beti ase na em se ade a ekoso party ni ma ese very careful say you should astoki certain tribal sentiments. Now I say, yeah, campaign. Obi ko jina baby a mini ano tuma me. Ko jina baby a had dear. Inisi ema obi ofi baby a na kabonga bia beji vote bi wo ha. I had dear say. And so oba baby a on free deal so yin na e party for yin na e ba ko. Yin na yin remfi say ye meni se ma bibia tete emu bibia ni ho a tete ni pemu aye tribal e chensa na sane ma ya konso party di ma che menim se o meka ya last election bibi se si ma ono abuko jina baby can showdown no e ne say showdown e ne den ye ma me Agyapong Said one na MPP agent North East means mo kaya North East Alan agent wo ho ati ye bono e man ke ye papa nani
yeah
same thing Agyapong and na kwame ne kasa afon so o say on ba ono mse na wa wo ye krom ni no wo gina ha so support Agyapong and also so there wo and it is ye bo mo ngina no na ono abote a je say ne bi kofu ye kofa asa show down ngina abai I say party back na nke MPP die it means a party a sebi oni pa free baby Northern People's Party different party eni na yaka e ho aboma ka from the United Party I know ya bakoso me didi mu a ba bedu MPP no kasam papa emu no ne me free ha na we free ha no kenim na ye ko election na very dangerous thing obi here so person picture the north against the south, especially against Ashanti region. Now they create a stronghold war. I don't know what strategy is informing that, but we are very careful. Cause a party, no, what tries to what it's party nim now. Oh, yeah, tribalism, oh baby, they do baby say it will catch up with you, and on I then I catch up with Omo. Honorable Ebeka Wansem no, it will catch up with them. Honorable Bawansem, I know I'm not going to some paid story. Be said. Honorable is preaching
a paid story.
Oh, I know. So I go in anymore. Story we say Honorable is preaching accounts against other minority groups, which is not true. Video where or injustice are air cost for home is a muka honorable to honorable to kodu na lerigu san same way as say a party in same tiana yana ya mbese be bibie mu kra bebre because a good party no ho fin. Last election northeast baby ya Kenya 00000 e ko hwe mu na nya no kre wale Kenya 92 omo recording am na 0. There's evidence to that effect. Na lerigu same thing na lerigu na okay na kasa amanfo na obi approach no on say me tuma o me try on that channel we say me tuma o me try on that channel sound crofo no can free in me 0 ha can free constituency ho e time ye de o mo fam e bi ko adwane e bi okora ahemfo afre from say mo ye be bra mo krom ha na mugu kro nani ma say obi anka ye ka no kra no somebody ahemfo na mo intimidate amanfo and asem bi around ka o Facebook kra na say me mobo
say amanfo na wo mo de adanse abetro na bo ken say openi
say ya dream e bi ko that e bi gusu watermale sisi a mo intimi nkom krom na make a show e bi gusu watermale sisi a mo intimi nkom krom na mo si yen na ye bako yen na ye party kro yen kambom and so in the north more yeah so much tribal politics ebedi ama party na ko nanim ebedi ama oman na ko nanim party no nya sa na tie osem na se bampanyimfo a matna party nim ehun se the party no esi bre fitite ehhehye nyoma ehun be music kra ene kwa de time say omasa akwa ye text messages to people in the north, fake text messages to people in the north akwa trust say Kennedy Agyapong say so what's a text message, you know, text message ID, you know, you can easily hack into it.
Okay.
Or yeah, ID in the same or send there. If you become messages, also you'll be sending that. Text messages sending to people in the north. I should actually say, you as an account, we are all an account party and we shouldn't allow minorities to rule. Said to say the free Kennedy Agyapong on eba. Na ka sebe Kennedy Agyapong ka sebe yo ka the team for no ka yemi nyansa kra no ka your message give say ka no of na ke be send yakọ. Ka your message give say you send the message to get accounts you say ka no of na be send yakọ. Sebe ka yemi nyansa kra no ka no of na be send yakọ. But this is the politics they are playing. Send these messages to the north. It is a team being and Caribbean. Yeah, yes, be a papa. Say Kennedy no be any I was want to boss or 2 and on can say any maybe and all control and the team for to go free now comes because send be across the country. Who loses? Losing on the MPP.
Yeah.
Now also send this and yes so if you are playing this tribal game, who loses?
Obi so be kasa se honorable Ken kase baby ye gina no we shouldn't allow the minority to control us. Ye making sure say yen so ye be de ho na okotu kra otumfo e ka say ma wasante sem ehia o that means say won so awase ha no wo so hu nua se wutimi hu nua ene ade I mean ka ye preach a message e ho de senke fa ho no so no wo be ka say ankoyi ana
me say sa tribal blackmail na e koso no tribal blackmail na e koso na see I make say tribal blackmail na koso na ni nyina agina say party na yin na say enye no kro yin na do party no enye yin obi ko no fa na omo preach tribalism obedras ye ha dia say yin na ye kro eno ne asem no enti wo WhatsApp a na I mean say party there obi a na the reason inti a odom party o person support obi o ha obi a o feel say Dr. Baumul Baumia no support no genuinely for different reasons, which is fine. And now it be our kind and I mean I can near or ya can see me be a more behind the free role supported or special sports. It be a kind of sport Dr. Baumul Baumia out of his own free role, which is fine. Into Obahana when him say Hano over tribalism or high be a non be quetiano. To bows way na a crow Muntieme and some American more rich ideas into Montumame. So Kuni Chroma, Uncle Casa. Okoni kroma na yede ye nyina free ha it is all maunia and there's evidence wakika sanse be brave even during general election and that's an team and members of parliament e call the whole North Korea campaign okwa ye meeting Agyapong like a campaign meeting there ke Agyapong ho here national security meeting na say nkomo na ekwa yempese
e ba bonte
nya gym meeting nya gym phone no mo ke cancel market here ye hwe ni ye ye party enye say na party tie since 92 de bia e ko election ka anya hwe kra no ye vote ye nya ye de it be bo ho ban the previous election it be bo ho ban from 92 de bia akosoro saa if 92 1.2 million e kosoro abedu 6.7 million na just say so ente 2004 2008 and they be 4.5 million 4.5 million as ye gina no cry ye gina ho approximately that is say your vote at from 6.7 to 4.6 million now akufo-addo your margin say kianeke true fair or foul means the candidates back one am somebody na say atom na tribal how MPP na ye nim no say na tie MPP na da rocha mo ye chairman say na tie kufo MPP na no ni kufo ni MPP na ni MPP na da botwe mu ekura MPP mu ema MPP ni ye fe aye so nyina ni say de ye pese MPP fo aye emulate sa no ma ebi ni ko share papa kufo na say otu ye fo say party no ane de wo ye hwe say ebitimi asopa ekura party ni a party ni metimi asa abeche power the election na ko bia ne de fefefe so bi mpese tribalism cause tribalism no so na obisu be ye bia why dey be lusu kese
e be hard
party no e be lusu se do musi koyo ho o mi dia graphic de to say de ye be ko election aba wa because MPP for pa maka say we nu ko ya select no ko fi hands ye ntoma no also MPP ni sa kwan no ma sheda afaso and the master is send fake messages to the north and they yebo mo kokko omo hweye na party no mo say no na sebe ka Agyapong team ko yenim nyansa kra no ke be say e send this message we say fake message here I didn't say obi be send the message to senka or send am account for senka account for ntoma no na kwa send it to the north omo hweye
eno eye lawyer Kobi Agyapong eno no
Kobi Amo me say
sorry Kobi Amo me ya se odi acha me Coach Christopher Nimley enso ewa ha coach utie nkomo ibaabi a ekwa utie ne saa no utie honorable Ken nia oka wa ha ene ne na mframa mu a ya tworo ene ade na se oye comparison na ye bedru hi
Mr. Nkum onim bibi mama ka asem bi kire me je tie fo ne ahwefo nyina ahwe bi in life your bibi your friend checks and balances
okay
so your nipa na say wo baby na say obia wo hobia pe wasema huma
samom
yes me titiye eni nya se na ye titi me fa no you cannot be liked and loved by everybody it's not possible enye no kra da am ka asem chiro
ka chere
2023 ye two abano lawyer time na ye start to say ye bobo abano when abano fee north ho eko ye say obi 100% some of us what wow my initial reaction was what wow this cannot be possible. Nensuno, there was never a proper grounder over to me there a challenge sadness, you know. Oh, Ghana for including both MPP, NDC, all the other political parties. I do not say, hey, what to me to Abapam Obinya 0, Obinya 100%. Even uma kra na wa wo say ban say ye to aba on a particular issue you will not have all of them agreeing on the same page engagement nansaya honorable that some of us had me personally but like there was no empirical evidence to support the idea say ampara say obi anya 100%. That's na obi so anya 0. Enti na who here ni say you have to accept it and move with it because those were the results. recently now, honorable, a course of any campaign. And a bededi, perfectly clear say, Ampara, Nipan zero. So you ask yourself, one more yes, idea. One more orchestrate side and say, Yapotuaba, Obianya 92, what's his son, and there was nobody there, including EC4 or more. Ye done a ban show, Musanse, Moon Kosher, say, yen to buy free and fair. None of them at the time. Obia Jitu say, Obinya zero. Obia zero. And then I say, who say, sadly, ampa. Na enye nukre. Now, Nyama Adena is so serious. And it's sad. Media, miraho. MPP, muye internal elections. Obia anko kanasem. Obia anko. Nenko kanasem. Nipa 5. Enum. Obia anko kanasem. Ebani sena. Obi kokanasem. Obi ba ukrom na so be konasem na so kwa. Na ma dani mo after to the same. Uti on about say ahimfo. Cry to me fra obia on supporting a particular candidate. As or Helen or Murphy says, I candidate say, who supporting no. Now a friend say, Muniani, one supporting her. A quiet no be fast or hano. Mwakasa ebe yo. How do you do that? Nase uti honorable. Without a doubt, one enemy say, Sebi, in life, there's always the majority and the minority. The minority, yeah. Sad, a statement will be calm. Umani hawa. Then just you are not facing the facts. Samum. Yes, sanity. But in building the political party, we are all equal. But when more sabi, you feed the minority side. Mukasa, ewo baby in some part of the country, no. It turning towards a certain direction. But when you move away from that area, then your narrative again changes. No, me who sana misro because politics there. Me say I'm in politics no. Eye nukra wo enye ntro kakra. Nukra kakra. Udi ntro na so udi nukra kanwa. Amamonu nhunu so. I personally don't see anything wrong with what Honorable said. On condition that that was the input. Yeah. Someone dia and yes, so we are the majority. Yes, so your majority wants
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't see anything wrong with it. One did be at. You see, a conditional statement. Okase. A money yo be a say, Agyapong honorable. Ni mema semino. Why they? Wejai. Then so a cruyentino. Mumayen na yen kambo. This is an internal party elections. After this, there's the bigger deal. The real battle is out there. And Timumayen kikan sama ebekanya wambo. Mumayen nudo yahu. Mayan po yahu. Yan na yan bako. Neso niya ebenu yen se. Omu kroma esun kasa omu kasa. Kennedy. Oko no. Oko ya ni campaign. Okanso menim. Mewa. Okay. Mama is 0. Do you know why he did that? It was an attempt to bring out the truth. And woe and behold, Oka said, Mama is 0. That was when Nkrofo PP. It is not true. Some of us voted for you. And they came with proper empirical evidence. It just said, Ampa, we voted for you. The moment you see that, you begin to ask yourself, how was this possible? Not just only 61%. Obi 37% no nokre. Because obi na 92. Obi na 80 something, 60 something. I say na 000. Nature said somebody didn't get 61%. Somebody didn't get 37%. Those figures are not true. Yet they are best. It's somebody like me, Mesre, to keep this party united. We all have to preach the message of unity. Now, we share honorable Agyapong. We share BTC Agyapong. We share honorable Educhong. We share Brana Champon. Why is it that? I mean, this is what I've observed. These 4 candidates, anywhere they've gone, they've preached Yenya Bako. The camp Bako Kwadi, Omudie, Omubaha Esunyomuka, Omukaha Esunyomuka. But we are all expected, say, Yamiya don't not say, on the 31st of January, not society, a baby, whoever wins will need the others to team up and go and battle in 2028. You don't want to create more fractions within this party. Because I will create more fractions within the party now. Let's just say, you are completely destroying the party. Kikakikanu jaya. Kikakikanu. Munjai say, muntimidate. Look, me.
No, but coach,
Muslims, I not you. Look, I've got committed Muslims friends, sir. I am committed to, and they are committed to me. Your chemistry, your kitano, is beyond measure. I don't need to be a Muslim for a Muslim brother to like me or love me. They don't need to be Christian for me to like them or love them.
Yeah.
From the way you call school together. If you go to our schools, there is unity in our schools.
Exactly.
We don't preach tribalism in our schools. Now, the moment you begin to subpoena and suppress somebody's knowledge, it's just a new person because what is it? Nyame boy o ma obi a adwene nyansa. If you think say by virtue of the fact that only pan fikro ba akuntino eso to abamawa, then you are virtually insulting.
Me your hen wo me kuro. Me ne me manfo ne te ho. E na me manfo ne baako e keka ko nanim. Se to the level so obetima be ye mampani. O ti ase. Na se me am your hen no. Me frɛ wo mu se mombra. He, munuani etimo toma no. Na omo aka no, mamo ntoma wo mu, mamo support omo. Na man support munua no. Na mo kodi ni pa foforo akiri a, me ni mu ndi ni yi. Ohene me ni kwase na yesa.
E ho ni boni no. Ohene no wa ho kwan se obe from say look, munuani e ka me ko a munna mo beta ni chi na mo support no. Baby I say we ohene papa, baby I say o pass, o can say no enkosi no. But if you go beyond that and say, if you don't vote for him, if you don't give him 100% of our vote, well, that is where me personally and every well-meaning Ghanaian, rationally thinking Ghanaian will have a problem with any chief who does that. And I said, that is where there's an issue. You can say, this is the son of our land. So now say honorable upon the chroma. Or he no one. Or boom 100%. In there abede this says 100% na yellow credit. Boom. He can say that. But if say they don't want to give him 100%, you have to respect their views. Because at the end of the day, and you'll be a nation view, 77 predators. Or you know, offering a month for all kinds of on the trade and more Vidiana. On the shop, be the manana. On the shop, be the manana. On the shop, be the school fees manana. You don't put food on my table. You have every right to tell me what you think I should do. But the final decision of getting to do what I do rests in my bosom. And I should not be punished for that. I should not be completely discarded because of that. Maybe because of that, and then just say, hey, what am I saying? Media, look. Stop intimidating, stop threatening, stop telling people things that will make sure their life is in danger because they don't support a certain candidate. After all, the records are there. That candidate that you want everybody to support has one been given the chance. Yeah, now you the outcome, and now you outcome. It was abysmal, unacceptable. The least said about the performance, the better. And if you believe in numbers, my mathematics, I never hated. That's why I did science. What I say, I love math. I love playing with numbers. So what the numbers are here? You will not be attempting to suppress people who think otherwise from what they are being told to do. The numbers are there. The results are there. After giving him 100, when it came to the general elections, those places where he got 100, he ended up getting what? 0, 0, 0, 0. And you ask yourself, correlation why? What is the correlation? It doesn't add up. It does not add up, especially where internally he got 100%. Those 100% internal vote, maybe so the general votes, it will not be a significant percentage, but it should have reflected, say, on your 1%, on your 2%, on your 3%. But if the 100% internal vote, all of a sudden, if you play with numbers, will not give you absolute zero, will give you a certain percentage. If some numbers aren't sure, Nipana 77 previous. First one who forcing the money got 200%, man. Are you trying to say that person on your see and when one? And I want to.
But coach, near see and it doesn't mean say any support to Nipani because we are trying to say Bianca in as much as say near my here go no. Still, no, you can
try.
Because on
no, you cannot say that on It's too emphatic and a statement to make. Because it's not about the internal elections, it's about the national appeal. So be honest, the person doesn't appeal nationally. If you are a political party and you only think locally, and I say domestically, you don't look at the national appeal, then you are virtually leading your party into an abyss. Just because only party in Canadian, forget it. You are not going to benefit from that. Because look, take it or leave it. We are not into frontline politics. At the end of the day, whoever wins will lead this country and will all kowtow and submit to the leadership of the person. So if we give somebody the leadership of a particular political party like the NPP, and the person goes to the major election and does not appeal to the national interest, that's a Nipani Luzua. You cannot come back and tell me that I should take the person again for another election. Look, now me cancel me. If you look at the numbers in 2020 and you compare it to the numbers in 2024, one thing that is so crystal clear, and yet so clear, bright as snow, very clear to the extent, say, the NDC as a political party appreciated by 1.9%. Approximately, let's say 2% in votes. The NPP as a political party depreciated by 30.9%.
Very dangerous.
Boy, my goodness. Look at the look. We're in this country when somebody won an election with 23,000 votes. 23,000 votes. Somebody became president. A president I've always admired. The late Professor Fifi Atamez. I believe that man would have been one of the best presidents of Ghana. That is my personal opinion. He won the election by 23,000. But at the end of the day, if somebody can, maybe you could have afforded to lose 100,000, lose 200,000, lose 300, because the difference in 2020 was 500,000 plus.
Yes.
So you could have, if somebody only gained an extra 100,000, per the numbers, you had 400,000 votes to defend. You can afford to lose one. You can afford to lose two. But you cannot lose over 2.something million of your core support base did not like you. And per the voting that took place, 1.7 million of those who voted rejected you. It doesn't add up. So there's a double work to be done. If you present that same candidate, that candidate will have to find a way to convince 2.something million of his own core support base to go back and believe in him and get them to vote. And as they go to vote, he can only hope, say, the 1.7 million deficit now one, he will claw it back. And also, very risky, because then you say Ghana how you want. Normally, after 4 years, you want to give the then or the ruling government another opportunity. Let me say, look, be divine. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, this is the time for him to complete his second term.
Okay.
So far, he's done good in my view. But at the end of the day, in 2028, he will not be present. Look, and I don't think they themselves are aware that put aside your political colors. If you are NPP, put it aside. If you are NDC, put it aside. Of all the candidates, in NPP, there are 5. In NDC, what is so obvious so far, exactly. Nobody, I repeat, come close to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Me, I saw President Akufo. That was the time I voted first. I saw Professor Mills. I saw His Excellency John Dramani Mahama first term. I've seen Anado. I've seen, I'm still having a look. We are still seeing His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. None of them, I repeat, I can debate this with anybody anywhere. None of them said the sort of things the Honorable is saying, and none of them made it even more practically visible and simple that if I am given the nod to rule this country, this is what I will do. Every region, every landscape, every demarcation in Ghana, this man has a plan for that. That's all you're bargaining back. Look, Ghanaians have gone past the stage. Let me tell you today, based on party lines. That is why 2.1, 2.2.
Mini coach ever picking up from baby Udru, you know. Yenua lawyer Kobi Amwa. Mamin chame ho emra sema beye miensa meba. Nafi ya picking komono every baby wade ewono. Wa wo hwe yen ya wuti en so wa ho akwanya se ubetimi adjoin yen with text messages, with your WhatsApp messages or comments, and afi the akanyina no na ya jebre akenkan de amaw. Ebre so e baby phone lines so na afi so abem na ye di nkomo e wa ha. Ye fra me Mr. Nkum, me da me ho na afi mabasisi a sinupen ye kan senia etie.
Odofo Yefree Anti-Cable Center asoya ye Spanish enupa ye ka Spanish ye was pama bodi nyansa pefo a wo hwe nnuane ni nnuro so ye woni pedua mu no eye ene se esan yarewa aba ni pedua no mu etu ase na de wonyare nso num bia ebo ne ho ban se de be ya yare makra enu a eye Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture Senyame wadroma won saka bia ekoboa woni pedua no tichiru obi a wutie me a onase atata isa wo yoba anase bema wonom Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules mienu bomu a eboa se de beye ni pedua no akwa a wosone moja so na oyi ensuo ni efi efri moja ni mu na ensuo no etimi fa woni pedua no waja nan wo jonso no fifre mu ba abonten so no omo omajuma pepepe enti ema nsuo nta wo nase enti wo a ensuo tata wo nase anasa wo nase ayedu no Sonum Spanish garlic capsules, ne Spanish garlic mixture no a. Emma wa pomuden pa na emma wo ho to eye wese kama. Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules edrei. Eboa will be your cockete so a wontumi na anase sleeplessness. So you be a what so your bar anase bema no. A drug Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules ebeboa ama cockete so betumi ada. Oba de bo nipa say. Ni nipadua kwa anya adwuma edamu no. Na sedro na dwo no cockete so a won na se de be ya kwa no be home. Enti se wakwa ni ntimi home anadwo de so mu ma wontumi na. Any Spanish garlic capsules, ne Spanish garlic mixture dro no. Eno ne beboa ama onya pomuden mapa e woni paduam ko ba bia to adro ne koto ye dro bi. Na no ne sade e be kyerɛ wo no. Na e beboa ama wakokete so na watumi ada. Wa wo kwa a wontumi na kra. Wa wo da kakra bi no wani ti a wontumi na bio. Wo so a wo da mpo na ade akye na honam nyina ya wo ya. Wadro ene Spanish garlic mixture ene Spanish garlic capsules. Odofo se wotie me na se wonya adwumaden bia na so honam nyina ya wo ya ana se wo fra brunsan po de ne na bobo wakoma bom se kim agye se wo gina home ete se bi obi esan wo a ene na ohia Spanish garlic capsules ne Spanish garlic mixture ebeboa masa wo haw no agyae obi wo hono mo a woda sɔre free keta so kra no wabrɛ Unum Spanish garlic mixture drona ebeyi sa wo haw no afri ho sa waye adwumaden ana wonya adwumaden a wo bre aba nipadua no mu no Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture drono beboa ama hoden aba wo nipadua mu sa woda sɔre na wani so biri wonti wo sɔre gina to ansa bebu ahwe ana se so obi a ewo ho na wani so biri wase hu ade mienu obi se ewo aso hu nsroma ewo nani so se de tie bia Oshoshe Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture. Na beyi wo haw no afri ho wani suchini no ebejae ama pomuden mapa ayewo dia. Afei obo ade bo nipa yi yenamo a yakoma bode nanso eni kwan sa wote wo kokoso anasa wote wo wasum sa wode wotete wo sa woda na ate sa wakoma na ebokum kum ekyerese wo haw wo ho sa wonam na wote wo kokoso se wakoma na ebopum pum ekyerese oha wo ho ohia dro Spanish garlic mixture eno ne beyi wo ha na fra ma akoma na boboko a wonte wo wasom obi a wakoma no bo a ema wo kokoso mecha wo chest area ho no eho ya wo ya Sir Cotodre friend Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules na emwa wo so a waye kese abro so wofu aye kese wonchemu ni wonchemu wonipadua mu wukranka wonnya nipa kese o nanso wonante kakra no wabre so wo ye nipa kese amnante a wabre ana nipa tiati a wonante a wabre hwehwe Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture chi kwan adwe beboa abode nyansapefo a wo mamu ni wiase nyina agya tum sei adwe yiye na eboa nipa bia na mom hye no so sei openfo numbi do ma abofra no fo ene abofra woni mfie dumienu 12 years wonum bi ye ne ayaka de ya hotoso nie de opabie to atonko keo wo kumase anasa okanshi drug lane Accra your number na the screen so no 0266 114111 Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture edupapani.
Okay. All right, welcome back. Ma yentua dwumadie no so na fe yenko yenim makachro se mene coach Christopher Nimley ana yatena se ya yede nkomo no yede ebrew e ofiduem ha na unim se coach ehya se oye analysis bi se oye performance at 2024 epiemu a it tells you se enya de a candidate na MPP de ne koye no na Ghana for majority no epe no womo engine ntum se obeba be ye mampani ena babia MPP party na du nsu sese no ose ono no wadi kan ehwe omampani dada John Agyapong kufo na mambuo afi osan so hwe Professor Mills enso so de osan behwe John Dramani Mahama number 1 ebehwe na nado de ɛna John Dramani Mahama number 2 enso oguso a wɔhwɛ na otie nneɛma a ɛkɔ so enipa num ya wɔn contest within the New Patriotic Party no na okeka ne nyina bom ɛhwɛ mpenifo ahodo abedi ɔman nanim ɛkɔ na wo se oyɛ mfanto ho a clearly wobɛhunu sɛ ensɛm a Kennedy ɔne Agyapong ɛka no ɔmomu bia ni wa otimi kan bi ɛkyerɛ Ghana foɔ ɛnɛ no so sɛnea Kennedy Agyapong ama obia te ase ntententem no kyɛ sɛ ɛnwanwa kraa and so it tells you say enipa agye Kennedy Agyapong atom eti sɛ woyɛ wadwen sɛ wode nneɛma bi fɔre no ho a ɛnya de ɛbɛboa baabi ana coach edu ya na yedi nkɔmɔ no ɛno no so coach sɛ de awoyɛ to hɔ no
yeah and me can say there are researchers everywhere. I mean pass every team with the 5 contestants some contest the MPP no go to the NDC. Look, they all have their researchers on the ground. They're going to be very surprising to me. I'm say they will not be research. And if you go to research, you pitch the strength of your candidate against another candidate and see. Me, I'm my little research on my own, and it is so scientifically proven. I'm not going to tag myself as a political researcher. No, I don't do that. But from the little I have seen and from what I have done, the most appealing candidate to the people of this country is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. I'm ready to say this not only on this platform, I'm ready to say this on any other platform. I don't care what you think, I don't care what you say. So if you are an MPP and you want to put forward a candidate, you put forward a candidate. When you go out there to campaign for, it's simple and straightforward. The man is talking about industrialization. No, there's no economy in the world that are surviving without industrialization. So that we'll go into the fact and figures and the truth nature of the matter. There's no economy in the world. Maybe during the times of President Akufo-Addo, what was concerning to the people of this country, at the time it couldn't have been this.
Okay.
The message His Excellency John Agyapong Akufo preached those days was what was needed for the people of this country.
Okay.
Professor Mills, the late, did say, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, I'll give you free education. I'll do this, I'll do this. He sold the message, Ghanaian bought, and Ghanaian voted for him. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, the same thing. But for me, look, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? That
was Tuesday.
That was the worst ever day in the history of this country. Mr. Nkum, it is the worst ever day to be a Ghanaian. Unfortunately, this year, so many things have happened. Some of them very disturbing. Top on the list will be our able ministers who died when they were serving this country. They were on the line of duty to serve this country. And a helicopter, unfortunately, me bakupi omo de no you madam for pa mutala. I forgot. Oh my goodness. May he so rest in peace. They be Muslim no woman no. Is it Mutala?
Mutala Muhammad.
Yeah, Mutala Muhammad. Look, that will be shame be or say coach.
Yeah.
They me pe wasemo briefie or invite me if yes I am. The day I heard the news, I wept like a boy. I said, Ghana, this cannot be. Let me see. You see, now no work no. And you're worse than what happened. They were there. No more Ghana who but at Ewak, youthful, exuberant boys and girls, the men and women, putting themselves through to go and serve Ghana. Mr. Nkum, who could pay Duma? Who found the woo? Jesus Christ, unacceptable. And then I've forgotten there's this MP, I've seen some quotes. Say, Mami B. Kase.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
We even have the video.
What?
Look,
may the good Lord forgive her. No, Nimni Okano. If that had been her child, her daughter, who was out there to help do something to earn a living to support her poor mother and poor father, she wouldn't be making such statements. So let her rest. We will not give her the mileage. Because it's disgraceful, a shameful, embarrassing for a minister, an MP, to pass such a comment after a very sad and shameful death of these people. Who is talking about jobs? It's Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Or industrialization. Look, Eben Mufi said, once a man can say me, dear honorable now. I'll say I'll open a factory here. I bet to my employ, let's say the ethanol factory. I bet to my employ about 500 people. Our factory, no.
Talking about direct employment.
Direct employment. But my case is it goes beyond the 500. Because if you are going to employ, or if you are going to employ people in an ethanol factory, no, farmer now or no producer cassava, no, if they were two, now because of the demand for that factory, you have to multiply them by 20. So there's employment there. Now, Nipana or Kwakofa Banchino, and there two cars are transporting their core factory. No, what management at the factory? It be 500, but beyond the 500 that are stationary at the factory, no, there are other secured. That is the key. Secured permanent jobs for as long as those factories remain in operation. It continues. And people say, I'm a chemist. Ethanol, I'm a chair. Me prepare. I know the benefit of ethanol. I know the benefit of alcohol. Ghana, we've abused alcohol. But with this man, or catcher, you say, when you mix ethanol with petrol, it does not only bring down the price of petrol, but it improves the quality of the petrol. And therefore, as the engine runs and undergo combustion, it can only help strengthen your engine and get your parts to flow, and the car will drive smoothly. What did the Pachana say? He's not only talking ethanol. He's talking biscuits. He's talking this. He's talking that. And unless you don't want to think and dream big, say, what is me? My name is Juma, and I know how feasible and practically it can be done. Look, do you know how much one Land Cruiser costs? Land Cruiser back on is in excess of 100,000.
Exactly.
The key machines you would need to run these factories, if you take between 100 to 500,000, you buy as many as 2 or 3. Within a year, less than 6 months, once it is in operation, you would have broken even. Sikama usen no usan. Usan kan ye na emu anu utia work scout. Obi coffee a otumi atwaduane there are 2 tables one man yire ne mama wadi. Tumi atua ne school fees. I say I've seen what everybody have said. So who say Ghana undergoing a 360 revolutionary turn for progress. You see that? 360 revolutionary turn for progress. It is Kennedy, nothing else but Kennedy. Because onupani nipa, ni kasa, ni practical evidence to show. Say no cannot to my I mean, can't say the other contestants have not. Maybe I don't know what they have done. But who shared the level of industrialization, Honorable Kana? Mr. Nkum, if we don't give this man the chance to rule Ghana, maybe from 2029, 7th January, all the way to, that would be what, 2037, eh? So you go, 2037. This country, Ebia, Mijidi pass around that time, I'll still be alive. We would have gone back 20 years in our progression. Say, Yama honorable point, I'm a number rule Ghana in 2029. And this man, God, because me ba, umria, if all these brains were to turn into mortar, into anya, without the youth of this country benefiting from the brain of this man, I said our progress would have gone back 20 years.
In fact, as someone who came, there was this man on Kasai. He's a professor.
That's right.
Okachre me say there were certain historical background be a what Tamale northern region ho anka by this time ka northern region ho no anka industrialization no yes adwuma no over 150 something years ago.
Me call Tumu. I think that I was in Tumu about 4 or 5 months ago. Me call on our way to Tumu no. Ye the plane call ye. Ewo ye ko see wa and ye fa car e ko Tumu. Ye chere me Dr. Nkum. Oh, I've forgotten the factory. Me refi. But those who live in Tumu and they are watching the program, they can remind me.
Yeah.
If Kwame Nkrumah 58, 60 something years ago did that, now as of mine, we've sat there and allowed all
the
now we are approaching 40 million. Can I do 40 million people?
Yeah.
What is the best way to create employment in this country? It's industrialization. Nothing less, nothing more. Because it is not only, and then when you're part-time job, and I say, oh, TMA, put your MPP colors aside, put your NDC colors aside. If there's any man who we cannot let go by without benefiting from as a country, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Give him the chance. Like, look, I've never seen a politician who can dare himself and tell the delegates that, look, mommy, one chance, Miss Remo, a son dancing, and yes, I'm
son dancing.
Mommy, one chance.
Kotoje Gufom.
President Kufuor never said that. President Mills never said that. President Mahama never said that. President Nanado never said that. But this man is saying, give me 4 years. If the things I am saying I will do, if I don't do it, if you don't see it, and see, these are tangible, so if I don't do it and if I don't see it, get rid of me. I will even not have the moral right, the locals to come and stand in front of you to seek another 4 term. I say, give me your vote, I'll break Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's record. Is that an easy record to break?
It's not easy.
It's not easy. But also, obia or thinking big or dream big or what bigger vision and knows where to move and how to get to where you want to move to. No? You challenge yourself better. Under Kennedy, mediocrity unacceptable.
Coach, me call Ivory Coast. Now me could do Ivory Coast. No, say udu this small speed boats. No,
that's right.
And Kennedy Agyapong can say Ore Ghana ha. Na Ore Odo River na edaho na. O se utresi a if you want mo abesen ko nsawom.
Yes.
Eti mimi do Ivory Coast na mete boat no so na edeme ko no. Che say the feeling.
Me, I'm a sports person. Now say you call Olympic Games of France. During their opening ceremony, someone from a kaya. Sadly, I would describe it.
Yes.
That's the first time I saw an opening ceremony like that. Countries, no, when they were being unveiled, no boat, no nam like odot,
yes,
no musana, himu flag, no himu flag. See what? It is the best I have seen in recent times. These are things we can do. Me ya kolano, me wa dabraka. E ho na me nyi, me ya kolano. Odo no, de bia yetim. Yesi ye be ma epono. So say ekwa akosha epono. Yesi ye yete na be ya ye be ye ni kese na ye de epono abefema akwa na boat nemu. Upese ukwa akra no betuma akotena mu na wo de ukọ. And I look at myself and I say, wow. As a country, couldn't we do this? Ghana pay your man, even green grass crap. We find it difficult to grow green grass. Jesus Christ. Your leaders no money one. This is the time to bring a practical leader, a man who walks the talk, or car, or yeah. Embe campaign, he doesn't have any empirical evidence to show. I won't do it. Ghana how be out here coaching me say me the football na me can was.
Yeah.
But me tuaba.
O tuaba.
Say me James and kratuaba.
Yeah.
Obi atuaba. Me say me tuaba ma me ni ho adachi o ma nya adwuma ye e dia show.
Looking at the track records of a new patriotic party, no, do you think these man you are talking about will be given the opportunity?
Look, that's what I'm saying, sir. So we are MPP ni, we are delegate. Think Ghana. So we be MPP pedia.
Being a problem.
Then you may decide not to give Canada Agyapong the nod to rule this part and to come and rule Ghana. But if you are Ghana first, let the Ghanaianness in you help you to take the best decision ever. Me say that the Ghanaianness in you should lead you to decide. Don't allow any chief, don't allow anybody to intimidate you, don't allow anybody to force you to do things you think the Ghanaianness in you will not allow you to do. Open up and be bold and tell the person boldly in the face and say, look, young man, I'm Ghana. I'm thinking Ghana. And therefore, the Ghanaianness in me will aid my sense of judgment. And I will vote for the person who can change Ghana for the better. Name Atana Brochida. My course school. In next seven previous. Now, I know so say, me ko trasi. Me per date. My date. I say, now, brother, invite him and say, oh, bra, we fee hatche, brother, be trasi na sambra. Me would have brought to check me, I mean, pack. Yeah. Because me ko approach because me no me cause me chira mo mad yo. Me can't pass me fee approach back. Now me see na brother friend me. Who he school we see braha, school we see the chira come and teach chemistry. We like you when you game the and I me see I will teach the children of Ghana chemistry in Ghana.
So that means they are not far better than us.
They are not better than us in any way. They know they are aware. You know, class are more difference. We have gone through the hard way. Be a Ghana needing a new system. I'm telling you, unless you are a lazy Ghanaian, but if you are a hard-working Ghanaian, like we've been brought up in the typical Ghanaian home, people are not because of your own to me. Until the time has come, we need a leader who will create the job opportunity in this country to stop the youth from thinking they can only make it in life when they step out of this country. Me meti nyama ya madom. Me ko America me ko shan de wo ho and I'm there. Today if I go to the American embassy and say I want a visa to go, and I don't think any rational counselor will turn me down. Because my records are there. Me dey sound too much in it. Everything about me will show. And they will see. I'm catching that me person me tena me mukroma ka me tena ho. But so you Ghana ne na say o tie program we o amano ne. The time has come for you to be thinking that you want to come home and come and help build this country. And Honorable Canada Agyapong is the only person in Ghana as we speak today.
For now.
Take it or leave it. The fact remains the fact. The truth remains the truth. Me tena ha and you be at. But no credit maker. When I listen to all the contestants, me the truth between nipa tupe and a kasa no mokano.
What when they've given the opportunity,
they will do it. But If I put the two together in a way, Honorable stands tall. So let's vote for him. Vote for him. You are a delegate. I'm not a delegate. I don't vote. You vote, but vote for him. And I'm saying, Magana who do and informing your decision. If your decision is informed because you are Ghana, you always get it right.
I mean, Nipa politically, what the politics so many years, and we're in the track record, sir. No politician in Ghana are Timiama employment more than him. For a politician, one doctor bia na mabofra ba ko homfa no me call hospital and on me edin me do one am so me pentem nti nkomo nhwa abofra no na say na crowd pentem sa de na me chair ni say me be ye adwuma no so adwuma we ene me hwe no wo boss crowd so oba na ye toma no and am say ade o say for obia ono ankasa timi yi ni bottom sika $6 million. $6 million what they born in my Ghana.
If my memory serves me right, Obi challenging.
Yes.
Obi challenging. And I'll say, look, the Kai video and say, I'm going to build, I'm going to do it. Yeah. And you see. Yes, that is the boldness we want to see in a leader. A leader whose boldness will lead to the betterment of the people of this country. A leader whose boldness will be a benefit to the people of Ghana. That's the person we want to see. Not somebody who only thinks about his family. Let me catch some children. Me fee US buy. Now me pay radio station at Kasao. No radio station in Accra will give me the chance to talk. Tiasemi yo, I'm on for muteni. No radio station will give me the chance to talk. Me mbo mudi.
Yeah.
Me call her obisi fa CV bra. Me call her obisi. No, so I don't want to come and win. Me person be here Juma, but I want to be a regular pundit on your sports program. They were requesting for my CV, and Baku baby I me call it for there. The one who was requesting for my CV, I am a genius or Accra Academy. I'm saying what? I know you very well. I mean, sabi. Me book course bia nimtia. Course bia nyami kwanya etia nyami di ma obia no. Different. We all cannot be doctors. We all cannot do the sort of things I'm doing.
Exactly.
Then we shouldn't say, don't you remember me? Only me, own me. Okay. And now me boss be your friend Karim, and your friend Moshosho. And no catch Moshosho say, Moshosho, me pesa uma me coach be. No Ghana be or school I no but pesa uma na kwenya na ombe kasa wo program so. And you will love him when he speak. And now, me wanna offer him say, Mushisho see Mimbra, or my say, now my family cry, or him for. Look, that day, me bah. I remember it was on a Saturday. Mushisho, who near me channel say, are you sure you're on top of the Ghanaian game? And I'm say, just put me on the show. And I'm catching Mushisho say, if I do this program for you, and you don't want me, I will never. I see every chance as my last chance. Exactly. So me I don't. Last.
Want me
second chance. Second chance. Also second chance. Who should give you second chance?
No second chance.
Me catch Moshe say, if you put me on the platform, you will call me to come back. And I'm Moshe. Me buy and or me got 2 platforms so. Gami abake ni Ashantan kana me say Ashantan just say David just say ya share abonase
wonderful.
Look Moshe should be question now pa and my level of discourse at the time Satan now of akwachi he was listening to the program Dr. Mose at your program no mo shamida me you program ni pe. And now, with a friend, Moshe should say, now, Abrante, look on your fee. Moshe should say, with the Yamin didn't abrem you. They were shocked. So when I was going, Moshe should say, no, coach, don't go, come. My boss wants to talk to you. And I was fakwachi, me kai, friend, me say, coach, now, who fee, and I'm casting on so, tabra. Yeah, bra. And I'm so, say, me near Juma, me buy and chant me to be me ba. And Moshe Mami days. Do you know what Moshe did? Me kasa wa ha 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and on my FM is a big platform.
Yeah.
Me didn't pity I think other radio station, we who no friend, no more. Friend Moshe say, I'm not going to give you his number. So Moshe kept my number away from every other radio station for 1 year.
Wonderful.
Because he thought that this is an asset that he needed to. Canada Japan, the Juma be any why your poor bill. Your poor bill. Okay, the opportunity is given to you to do the work, and let's see the impact you can make. In a minute, 7 previous. I mean, Drew baby, every radio station wants to talk to me when it comes to football.
Yeah.
Because I have educated and I'm so grateful until today. When I'm sitting here and I'm talking, it's not about MPP, it's not about NDs. Yeah. It's about the best for Ghana.
The Ghana.
And I'm so wherever I go today, people recognize me. And I tell people this is my home.
Yeah.
A band radio about someone or Man FM Net 2 is my home. Because when nobody saw the competence in me, they were not ready to give me. See, the top sports station in this country, they were in Accra, they were not ready to give me the chance. Let's say no.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the level where I can select, apart from here and one other station. I don't go anywhere. And to me, dear, my camp message is MPP delegate. All that we are saying is very simple. Let the Ghanaianness in you inform your decision. And if you think Ghana, the best person for Ghana in 2029, your Honorable Kennedy, Akumpreko, Bemaba, Agyapong. The boldness in him. We need a leader who is bold, who will take bold decisions to the benefit of the ordinary Ghanaian.
One guy be framing. And I say, Minya, a Juma who ye, a so many. Na men so me pese me boa kwan be na me fa so a me boa and am say kwan a be fa so aboa me am say e ya hwe me show no.
That's right.
And one no.
That's it.
No say sa me say an hwe me show no. O say chale o boss me pena sem keke.
That's right.
Na am say dey no wa ya ma o say me nim numpo me hu ne da but adwuma papa na ye no e na me ankasa nso me kira de me secondary school teacher.
That's right.
Na enkola nketenkete na ba school ho kra na e wo school ho no. Only omo kasa ebinum oya say on person omo politics, they want to go into politics. And all catch say na Ghana politics na yembu nkofo wo mu no and am dey wo person mo go into politics. O say akwala ba ko ka kire ne say wumbu obia politician bia o Ghana akra nya Kencity Agyapong.
Of course.
And obusa ne say what do you know about Kencity Agyapong because wo akwala kete dey na wonim. O say akwala ne sha ase say obobo. First thing say a mayo bi kopie wo ayi
o man also
wo mo kwaka wo bi man so na Ghana wo mampani but wo mo frɛ Kencity Agyapong e kyerɛ sɛ ɔno nso yɛ politician yibu no so I want to become like Kencity Agyapong. I say from that day and o sha say odi Kencity we di n'echi no no de ohun say MPP person back to power the man is their last bet.
Me say MPP a serious political party. There are researchers in that party. They should send the party research team and let it go national. If they are bold enough, they should bring out the survey. They should bring out the results. And to your executive be not say you are screwing the election to favor one. You have to be very careful. Because when you're careful, you'll be disgraced. And coming back for reinstatement, you'll be packed aside. Media. Like I said, Mimbetnaha. Embedi ubiatem. No. Udo Ghana ye Kennedy.
Yeah.
Upe Ghana ye Kennedy. Upe se Ghana edimu Ghana e konkanya ye Kennedy. Upe se bibi papa biya udwin huma Ghana biya ye Kennedy. He stands for that. Those are the values of the man we are talking about. He goes to the north. His legacy is there. You go to Asin, his legacy is there. You go to your friends Ashanti region, his legacy is there. You come to Greater Accra, his legacy is there. Everywhere. He said, I want to develop this country. He's bold enough to say that when I go into my business transactions meeting, I'm able to market the Volta region, the northern. I'm not a Voltarian. Yeah. I'm not a northerner. But it's about Ghana first. You see, when somebody speaks like that, and he makes such bold, emphatic statement.
And he has been consistent.
And he's been consistent, and he's walking the talk now. No wonder. I know of people, friends, who support NDC. And they've said it boldly, plainly. You bring that man, some of us will have to rethink the way we do our voting. And I've told them, the Ghanaianness in you should inform your decision. So Ghana is scared. Look, close to over 15,000.
No, there were 21,000. 21,000 people.
I couldn't believe it.
Ajumanti. And Kennedy Agyapong is telling you that, look, Volta region, Nyankopon ama bibi wo ho esese etimi di.
Look,
obi in free Volta region.
Look, the youth of this country will never forgive the delegates of NPP. And no delegate will have the moral right to even go to them to go and campaign. If you deny them of their choice, they will make the next president. The youth of Ghana, they will make the next president. Put all your candidates on the line. Which one of them is more appealing to the youth?
Kennedy Agyapong.
You take it, you hate it, but that is the fact. That is the truth. If it is factual and it's truthful, I don't mean to say it.
Yeah.
He's the one that they appreciate the most. So if you don't give them what they want, they are telling you. If you are a delegate and you want to affirm your decision on your own, go to the street. Wherever you find yourself, go to the street there and ask those who will be voting in 2028 that which of these 5 distinguished gentlemen, leaders, honorable sons of Ghana and NPP, if you were to put forward, will you vote for and why? Just go and do the sample size based on your financial powers. You can do your own sample size. If you get less than 85% of them saying Ken, don't vote for Ken.
Coach, unim say in business, you say say will beat your opponent now. You need to raise your standards to affect your opponent.
That's right.
Now, talking about hotels, tourism, UAE and other countries. On says CCI say Dubai for UAE for no matena sidin no mun say no. Say ye ka ewiase nyina ye krom ha kra de nso nto. Ye ni asase a ye de kwa kodu aduane. Etidie ne ye nso ye be ya ye nsa be koya no de bia. Say ye see the tallest building in the whole world. Enne okohwe business omo ayi emfaso a de bre wo mo. O de no to nchen. Oba Ghana ha Kennedy Agyapong asem o kani. Say ono nkonkosi the most tallest building no. But mayensu yensi eye hotel aba. All the continent ni nyina no ni shape. Ye de be design sa hotel no. Coach, look,
Ghana is the center of the world.
Yes.
Map now, map now. The Ghana one. The Greenwich Meridian. We don't lack anything. It's bad leadership. And can send me traders. Gaddafi Tiasia. Nobody was poor in Libya. Nobody paid school fees from kindergarten to the university in Libya. Nobody. Yes. Nobody rented a house in Libya. The state was using only their oil money to do all those things for everybody in Libya.
Oil money now, yes, you be wahano.
Oh my goodness.
And you do to my workout.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And the moped, they are the one benefiting from the oil.
Yeah.
And the rest, the majority of the population of Ghana are not benefiting. Now, baby, Ghana shay. And then I pay and from mine.
And it says building ya okay. So nyame ya na dum no ti.
Volta region.
Look at the pool.
And people will look at the Volta Lake. Go there, look at the surrounding there. Obi awe sifie bia closer to the lake bia. Ya be trianika, ya sifie ni be man just move. We need to make that the hub of tourism. Simple. To generate funds. Ghana, thankfully, is a peaceful country. Obi ape baby asumbiwo. So these tourists, when they are coming, they will come without fear and favor. They'll come and spend their dollars in this country. You employ the youth of Ghana and change their lives. Media maka, mesansi subio. Maybe you will not see me here this often. A woman, the media. Put more on any platform. I'm ready to debate anybody. Yeah. Anybody who thinks his or her candidate has got a better plans than an honorable Kencity Media. Come forward and let's put it forward.
That is Coach Christopher Nimley. Ono na mine no edi nkomo ewo fia ha. Eraso se wo a wo hwe ye na utie ye nsoso no. Ye mo akwanja na afi ubowrem ebedi nkomo ya ye die ebi. Na ekwan abefa so aba no 0240 550899. 0240 550899. Bra na afi ye ni nkomo me pa wo ba. Se o kasa tie hu e phone no so entie hu radio no so ana wo TV no so mpacha wo yesa ebe ha me na ye nkomo no enko smooth na fe bibia anya kama 0240 550899. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, I'm working.
What Udina Kasafri, O Kasafri, sorry.
I'm a Kasafri, I like
What Mauneso?
They say, can they see a tomorrow? Because they were no church, could be near dear, or your near dinner. But I see enzima, but consuma pain. They say, so to me, yeah, I could be on beton Ghana. Young Bobby seen or bed. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I'm penny for one or Mudia, bro. To make sure your mama didn't say about one no about for. Oh,
May I say, Papa, Agyapong, Nkum, Inshira, 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Sinipe.
Yes, please.
We didn't be afraid for you until.
I'm family ready. It's 70 pounds.
Yet, you mean,
Honorable. You young couple are done at the Namaya. You young couple are done at the Namaya. Minister Kra, I'll be on Nabu. I want to or the non association. I did before that the person freelancer said you want to see that. I'm saying I bought deep. Anything what we pack at the money. So now the family man sick as you know be that gets yes ceremony power chop. Yes, no number. One boy you know. One boy you know. Never show that the program and the abba or man of the most. When you talk for any video, there is a platform for me, your family sacrifice. On a bone lesson. Oh, yeah.
Ma men now see me say also wabo room 0240550899 0240550899. Bramia Nkum Kennedy or Agyapong Nkum Anna Yedino. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss.
Sinope.
Ready, that's in the program. On a boy, and your pen. Beyond to our mamma, pen. And our boss with them slow, the correct campaign. To Ghana will be on one.
My initial kakra na yantonka. Okay, one no. Coach Christopher Nimley Akaso on the first chance now on the boy Juma. Second chance.
I don't believe in second chance.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinope.
You can't say the tenor.
Open you didn't baby afraid free until.
Your friend, I was say, me free, Achima, you be.
Hey, Achima, you be me a medium. Mammy,
yeah. On a bush for now, you're what you do for India. The mention mechanism. Delegate, yes, sir. The bomb pirates, sir. Young couple more money. Or more Yansa, on the about more so be. So be because I will go do it, you dear from dear, and no dear. Or Monjacra, Roman Top and Monabo. No, maybe a mama, and Mabuni and Shady. That's it.
Menso medase mechia of one say are before you and Nkum shroud. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinopay.
Good afternoon.
Sinopay.
Hello.
Opening mentie ho na second chance ni ho. Sinopay. Debi otie ne ho ewo TV and radio no so. Eti eno ano no second chance one ha na mabiem manso 0240550899 also betimi aba me de nkomo eya tie me ewo phone no so me enkasa entie me o radio so ana TV so m1 nkomo no so ahu eti twane oba no abo udi na ya ne tentem ne yanku enim. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ma wano enyiran chain. Second chance anyhow. 0240-550899. 0240-550899. Osu betimi afra ba na afa yedi nkomo ewa ha. Sinupen dwumadie so ade ete so ya yedi nkomo yi. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupen.
My name is Felix. I'm Christian.
Felix, ma me so kakra o kasa free.
No. Coach, you may one of the kids I look up to.
Coach, wa ha wo tie na Felix ma ne so. Okay, Felix and me anyana so. One hand second chance nso wunya ne biem ko lie we ansa na be wurum kwa na eden. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Debbie.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinopay. So okay, one nso antimi anyina so. Hey, enne de mo amutie mo homo ya adoso. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, mono nso nyina nchen 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Me come son yes sir.
Would you be afraid to?
Me by you're ready. You're ready. You're prepared for coming. Yes, I say Kennedy, Overman say yes, can I have to Amen?
Yate, o chance MPP for the nebeba. Okay, nti osin waye ne kokromotinu ready. Wa hohoro ho ato ho. E twen Kennedy ohene Agyapong 0240550899. Ma me fa last two callers na yen sorry dwumadie ne so. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sinopay.
I can't say it. Yeah.
Would you be afraid na mintio?
But Nana
Nana mintio.
Na. Yeah, the master dear Moody, Mama Hogan, a fantastic candidate. Yeah, got the coach could have been sports. I said, there was another katana. Then in the mood to far no button. So, as it said, when you be over and after you be over, let all catch your first say, oh, you me, and the moment next year. And your bonnet, never motion panel at could pass it. ma tan mu nya na tia ye be ye mu say dia dan de enye so that de enye pe anu de ye tram for no say tram mu mata trabalho no e magana ha but ye ka kre ye be ka chere ampi before them get to say wo mi enhwe ye ba obi a of chat our ampi man kan de waka ho bu obi a wo bua party no so a ejene wo fom no so a won so waka ho bi edumre bi ampi sina ampi si wo dona ha Kennedy na betra ne ya permission and if for the information there no what information na ayi apa ampi abonyina no abeda na di akere ye na oma wate no ampi vote ni tenate ye be kum we ye be say na Kennedy abetenate na wate for ni na amaye that time de na ye na say we you good and na di ato ye hwe ne mo ma o de abo ampi party no mind down na ya ye ni to say na ye hwe ni dia wo kikin wo to kugu for me and kunya me ni ana court kai no e free about that e yi man panyi de ba o man panyi de no wa kede bi adu so de hu no wo keke bi ye tremo that day mo ma ye emma ye tagu ye botom ehia ye na ekina ye fi mo ma ye nyene ye da ato na o man ye ya ye nyina na ye tim e peso so a ye nyina na ye tim dini so ba ya ko juma ni wala tin ya juma no e nyina na kati ye ni o na yesu
okay
lati so ene lati be jina so a ko juma nya lati ye juma no ye nyina na ye ba pete enti ye tremo ma ya nyene e Ghana kan ko ni ye je enye se wei ene se kitina ye kota na chinya de ni pa awabra Ghana dutto no empano ye tremo anti before mo nwai o man Ghana na do man Ghana e hwehwe no mo fo no mra
all right
so be bia obi ase Kennedy obi ase Kennedy
me fa won sia na fe me fa the last caller na yen sorry free dwumadi ni so 0240550899 yen fa last caller na fe yen sorry e wo dwumadi ni so hello good afternoon Sinopay
I can't say it.
we didn't be a free we are last caller meet you
Free at all so easy Lagos we didn't get 320 on our dear with a couple of years wa ma obi akasa te mu da baba no okwa baba ni we do ase
men so me da se Kennedy Agyapong ama obi aka tro sa te mu da baba no oboa coach
yes,
ma yen sorry so ne enko final word ne enko
me final words ni ye ade miensa one obia wo ho kwanya o support obia o person support but nia obia ni hutumi say obe hye nkrofo kutupa say mo anye we a meye wo say we are badwin ba when the entire hierarchy the entire government institution supported one candidate against Ken yena ye Ghana ha ye hu ne asiye so ye badwin ba so catch you say now that government support is no longer there so na Ken no obi anya obi a play by the rules, go fair ground. Whoever wins, you come together, you support. Two, I've never believed in second chance. In life, some chance comes only what? Once. Yes, me. If it's about second chance, come in baby. I've done it at the very first time of accident. Anything I'm testing, I'm telling. And me in Kotiti me ma and catch them say, Yama would a say no. You go and mess up. And you hoping that there will be a second chance. It will not come again. So it's not about giving somebody a second chance. It's about voting for what is going to make Ghana better, what is going to bring Ghana progress, what is going to ensure that the majority of the youth of this country who are jobless would gain a permanent, sustainable employment. to better their future, for them to also live life, because life is very, very short. Life is very, very short. It will be an eyesore and a denigration on the political leaders of this country if, after ruling this country, you don't help change the life of the youth in Kennedy Agyapong without bragging, without saying things that are extraordinary. Very simple, spontaneous, practical things to help change the life of the youth of this country is what he's preaching. My final point: delegate, don't deny the youth of this country the opportunity to choose who they want to be their president. They are saying, go to the street, everywhere you go, they are saying their next president in 2029, 7th January, God willing, will be alive. Witness it live and clean and clear. It is clear, it is clean, it is a godly affirmation that Kennedy is the president of Ghana in 2029, 7th of January. Twa.
All right.
No manya blawo.
Anti coach eno we coach Christopher Nimley ena meneno edi enkomo no. O he said ya we biebie nsam mu egu ho a mesusu se delegate bia ate ase se debi se ya hwe yi a ye bedi ye party ni mom aboro dan se ye de Kennedy Agyapong beba ama niam akoyie e de ama ye nyina aha ne ye de esie na ene eye edakese edema New Patriotic Party sanse the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party Justin Kodua Frimpong lawyer ene eye nawoda happy birthday going out to you lawyer Justin Kodua Frimpong lawyer ujina na so sort ase general ma mente wonka na obehye ye nyina bo so on se bosumi bia no obeba hako nanso yete wonka chenti general babia obia no fawota na enden ye mfambom isanse bibia be kama nyamete ase odo beko wanim odo bedrum pempen so a wanwene ho da why nyankopon hira obebre na onka ho babia obia afi good afternoon going out to you your friend George Nana Kofi Osei Nyantechi miame wofa George chief driver edema yura Kennedy ohene Agyapong me ofa oye guy brutal chairman
me chalo
o jane na so coach si o chiao coach si o chiao baby a obia o dada na wo fa asimi gina me na so bibia be kama why enti eno ano no ma yemfansi anyankopon ya adom adwoada ye be ba na afi ya sanso de dwumadie no abrel ye frɛ me Anthony Kofi Nkum Dazi Mr. Nkum na afrɛ me a me ho etemie sinopei ye kan senia etie we are out.